Damn, baby. That ass fat as shit. Now, wild on there. I know you gotta back that thing like a dump truck,
Dump truck, shorty got a dump truck. Dump truck. All the niggas love her, now she back it up. Back it up. Wild low, shake it fast and drop it low. She's a boy favorite tour like a dump truck. Dump truck. Dump truck, shorty got a dump truck. Dump truck. All the niggas love her, now she back it up. Back it up. Wild low, shake it fast and drop it low. She's a boy favorite tour like a dump truck. Dump truck, wild low, go girl, back it up. Small clothes, no clothes, pair heels, she don't need a lot with us. Wild low like a dump truck, and I love them chocolate, call her Wonka. Type of shit that make you gotta fuck her, she my favorite toy like a new Tonka. Told her, listen, I'm a cool chick, I'm from North Philly and I'm part roster. She replied, I'm your new bitch, cause I'm cute and thick, call me Cookie Monster. Told her I ain't with the cute shit, I'm tryna get rich and see a doggy posture. She replied, I'm on the same shit, and I treat the dick like a pacifier. Walk light, but she talk heavy. Small frame, but that ass heavy. Lot of ass like a box Chevy, got her pink panties looking like spaghetti. She make it clap like it's a celebration, I watch her drop it like it's confetti. She a people pleaser like Little Caesar, on my way to see it cause she hot and ready. Dump truck, shorty got a dump truck. Dump truck. All the niggas love her, now she back it up. Back it up. Wild low, shake it fast and drop it low. She's a boy favorite tour like a dump truck. Dump truck. Dump truck, shorty got a dump truck. Dump truck. All the niggas love her, now she back it up. Back it up. Wild low, shake it fast and drop it low. She's a boy favorite tour like a dump truck. I'ma fuck her till the dick shines. I'm a brand new addiction. She nasty, even if it's ashy. She gon' get my dick a spit shine. And you know that I be with the shit. Turn that kitty to a slip slide. That pussy grip squeeze like a boa. I'ma bend her up like a bow. I give him dick, that type of dick. Make him come in Tuesday, call me Noah. Pussy spitting like a cobra. I'ma fuck you to a coma. Let your body in your curves too. I'ma drive you like Daytona. Leave you sweaty like a sauna. That's what happened when the sex good. Leave your soul up in the solar. That's what happened when I bite good. You a big freak or just talk good. Paul Bunyan, how I drop wood. Type of shit that make it wanna cuff a nigga. Gotta acting like a cop would. I hit to the beat as I fuck up her sheets. Shout out my cousin Clint Beastwood. Dump truck, shorty got a dump truck. Dump truck. All the niggas love her, now she back it up. Back it up. Wild low, shake it fast and drop it low. She's a boy favorite tour like a dump truck. Dump truck. Dump truck, shorty got a dump truck. Dump truck. All the niggas love her, now she back it up. Back it up. Wild low, shake it fast and drop it low. She's a boy favorite tour like a dump truck.
Gotcha.
Wow. Yo, big shout out to everybody. Chip, that song Dump Truck, excuse me, I'm drinking, excuse me. Is his first what? Is it the EP?
This is just something we putting out as far as the little promote. We're working on his EP right now. He just received his first track today.
Yay, Chip. That's my boy.
Yeah, he cool as hell, man.
Yeah, I really like him and I have been cool a long time. He did one of my first
Videos. I mean,
photo shoots.
Yeah.
Yes. So we have half naked pictures on Instagram together somewhere. So if you ever want to check out my Instagram page, it's there. I missed you guys. I'm back. Yo, I haven't been here in 2 months, and I have felt it. And amongst, I did my last show the end of February, and I had my baby shower the 7th. That was the last show I did, and then
well, we didn't do it. We did. You had the 7th, so we did it the week prior.
okay, so damn, it's been even longer since I've done a show.
Yeah,
Then
because you had your baby shower. We didn't do a show that day,
right?
and we came through. It was beautiful.
Yes, yo,
You got a beautiful family.
thank you. Thank you.
Beach did a thing.
Yes, she
I
did.
love the little banana pudding with
Yeah.
with the vanilla wafers or whatever.
Yeah, she did her thing.
What's good, Prodigy?
Hey, Prodigy. Yeah, she definitely did her thing, and everybody, and big shout out to you and Michelle. Yo, I love you guys, man.
Oh, thank you.
Like-
Much love.
Like I tell you what, it's not just about business. Like I'm friends with them, and anything that either one of them asked for, going forward, I'm there for them. They came through. They said they were coming through, and they came through, and I appreciated that.
It was there for a couple of hours. It was fun, man. We brought the games out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your little niece was cheating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got hands for her.
Yeah. We had a really good time. And then oddly, I was due April 1st with Egypt, and I ended up having the baby 6 days after my baby shower, which
really?
was the day after the kids started no school.
Ooh.
So I was home with all of them for one day.
Help me, Lord. Help me.
One day and broke water. And now the very first of my kids that has ever broken my water, so I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what to expect. I was bugging out. Oddly enough, I was on the phone with Delaney at the time, and I'm like, yo, I just broke my water. And for a little bit, he ain't believe me. But, it turned out she was born that day, and, she's here. She's 7 pounds.
Somebody close, cat. You don't know why you act. You ain't do this in a while.
Yeah. Look, I'm scared.
There you go.
I'm scared of a little bit of everything. I took the shades off, so now y'all can see my face a little bit. So she came. She's here. She's beautiful. My little chocolate bunny.
She
She's
look like she gonna be bad as shit. I don't know why.
You're the-
Real talk, yo. She look like she gonna be bad as shit.
Yo, you know what? She is the chocolate of all my kids. Like
Yeah,
her.
I was just saying that today.
Yeah.
I was like, all her kids is white or caramel. She finally got a dark skinned baby.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's the only one in the family.
She is. She
Okay.
is. Because even look at, like when you were at the house, remember you were looking at all my family?
What the fuck is going on in here?
Because-
Like, how do all the your sister, your brother, all the kids are like.
Yep. You know what? Those are genetics. We have so much of a mixture in the family that I never really talk about too much with anybody.
Right.
But, I'm not 100% black. So, and you can see it in the kids. You can't lie about it.
No, you can't.
You can't lie about it until you see the kids. All of my brother's kids, my sister's kids.
I'm looking around and I'm looking and I'm like, all right, eventually I'll find out who's who. And then, Goddess's sister's darker than her.
Yes, she is.
And then I'm looking at Goddess's sister kids and I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold the fuck on.
Yes.
Like all of them, look like they, Colombian, light skin, and then there's these other two young ladies there, and that's my brother's daughters. I'm like, hold the fuck on. Like I'm damn near the darkest motherfucker in the house and shit. Like I'm starting to feel some type of way. But it was beautiful. Like I said, we started playing games.
Yes, we had a good time.
We had a great time.
It was
you
so
know what I
nice.
mean? The house was beautiful, man. It really was.
Thank
beautiful.
you. I grew up in that house.
Yeah. It was nice.
I grew up in that side of Hackensack, and it's crazy because, like where I am now is completely opposite from where I grew up, and I think it's because it was so quiet in the area where I grew up, and I didn't know anything about anything that was going on anywhere, the hood and all that other stuff. When I got older, I was like, yo, I need to be in the hood. I need a change.
What's good, Tiff Tiff?
Hey, Tiff Tiff. What's up, baby girl? So, that's that. But I appreciate that.
Man, but like I said, it was wonderful. Came through, had some fun. I ain't gonna lie, we left it. We went straight to fucking cheesecake though. It was a wrap.
Hey, look.
It was a wrap. it was savagery happening at that table.
Yeah.
But nah, it was good. It was good. Now I'm not saying the food wasn't good for those people who will be watching or listening to this.
Yo, he's a mess, man.
I only eat kosher food, so I couldn't eat anything that was there. But we stayed for a couple of hours. Again, we played games. We had fun.
Yeah.
But Michelle was about to kidnap Paris.
Yes.
Yeah, I was about to lose a child tonight.
Yeah.
But like all the kids are beautiful.
Yes.
Your
Thank you.
Your little Cairo, I was trying to dig in his pockets. It was like, yo, give me some money, man. Stop playing. But nah, it was great.
He's walking now. Cairo
Yeah, I
is
saw him.
up-
I saw him.
Y'all know I put everything on Facebook. I'm in Facebook jail. I've been in Facebook jail for 2 weeks because I shared that Tumblr of Donald Trump getting hit with dicks in the face. And I shared it on my page, and Facebook didn't only just block my one page.
All of them?
They blocked all my pages. So then I was like, all right, I'm going to go a step ahead, and I'm going to create a whole new page, and then they blocked that shit, too.
Well, it's because you did it under the same server or whatever. Which
Yes.
You should have had, like, Crip or something, start something. And
Very
just put
depressing.
a different name or whatever and do that until, this situation passes or whatever.
So upset by that. But, like, that was the
Why would
whole-
you share that, though?
It was funny. It had, like,
I mean, it
70-something shit. You know
right,
which
but
bitch I'm talking about,
just,
right?
Yeah, you just like it.
Uh-huh.
And just leave it at that. You don't share because,
I done posted half-ass naked pictures on Instagram.
but that's the
and-
thing. I've even seen the light switch one where a nigga hit the switch and he was dick throating this girl. That was up forever. So, but like when you start messing with presidential shit like that.
It's messed up. So, other than the baby shower and now Egypt being here and everything else that's going on, I'm not sleeping. And I haven't slept. And the reason why I have not been here is because of all this corona shit that's going on.
Yeah.
The day I gave birth to Egypt, again, which was 3 weeks early, Holy Name Hospital had their first coronavirus case. They shut the hospital down. It was a good thing Delaney was able to, like, come and, because a lot of the women the day after were having to deliver by themselves.
Oh, shit.
They locked the hospital down. No one, no visitors, nothing. So I thank God he was there to, and we had her when we did. Because
Right.
if it was 3 weeks later,
He wouldn't have been able to?
he wouldn't have been able to come. And, I would have had to have had her by myself. So, he was there for that. and I
Shout out
thank
to you
God.
for that, homie.
Yay. But I don't sleep, and she's a good girl, but it's very hard to get away from her. I grabbed one of Delaney's T-shirts the other day, and I brought it home and wrap her around it, because I want her to know what he smells like.
Right.
And I want her to not be as spoiled as Cairo is, which is going to be hard because, every little noise that she makes, I'm picking her up. Either because Cairo is asleep and I don't want her waking up Cairo. It's not easy having two little ones
Nah.
under
nah.
a year. A year and under.
You signed up for it.
Oh, my God. I sure did. And I was actually just reminded of that today. So,
Like clockwork, homie. Shout out.
yes, like. So, it is what it is. But, all right. So, interesting topics today. Right before I had gone out to have the baby, and before I ended up being in Facebook jail, I had posed a question to Facebook to see what everybody thought about it. And it got some good comments, but it's all the way down my page, so it's going to take me a little bit to pull it up. But you can pull up the question, and we'll talk about it a little bit.
What question? Oh, you want
About the abusive fighting and stuff.
Okay. You did
Raw.
do this
No,
prior.
we didn't. No, we didn't.
No, I'm saying, no, you talked about we were going to talk about this.
Oh, yeah.
Prior. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. This was going to be like what we came back to do the
Right,
show.
right.
You know,
'Cause
and
I'm like, and I look at the photo, I'm like, why is this so familiar? And yeah, this is something that
you
was
commented
going
on
to
it?
be discussed.
Yes, it was.
We came back.
Look, I ain't forget. It just took me a long time to come back, y'all. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I'm trying to get it together now. But if a woman hits a man, does he have the right to hit her back? I tell you what. All jokes aside, I was in a really bad domestic violence relationship for many, 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 many years. And for many, many, many years, I didn't hit back because I was too hurt to hit back. I was laying on the floor somewhere. But I tell you what, when I finally did start hitting back, like that was where a respect came in. And then it turned into me being the one that started doing all the damn hitting. It did like a complete flip.
You turned into the bully.
I turned into the bully, especially because like I knew that, if I hit him here because he's like so paper thin, he'll just bust and bleed. And then it'll look like I won. So, I posed the question just to see what, people thought about it. I think that if a woman hits a man, if a woman hits a man, if she's bold enough to swing, strong enough to hit, to connect, to make him mad enough to swing back, if she goes for him, I think he has right to defend himself.
Okay.
Now, at the end of the day, it also depends on the man. I'm not swinging at mine. He's a big guy. I know if he hits me back, I'm going to be hurt somewhere. That's if my first hit doesn't knock him the fuck out, which I would expect it to do.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but go ahead.
which I would 100% expect it to do. But, in the event where you have a woman, average size guy, like, it was when I was in my relationship, you hit, I guess he has right to hit me back. That's how I feel.
Let me ask a question prior, like, from a female's perspective, what gets you to that point to where it's something that can't be discussed? Or what would have to be said or done that would make you want to say, you know what, I got to put hands? Or just, like, where does that come from?
Listen, fuck that. With Henry, I'm past hands. I'm ready to pick up knives. I'm beyond that. But what gets us to that point is the level and lack of respect that we no longer have for the person that we're arguing with. After a while, you get tired of arguing. And you know what? I know if I knock this nigga in his face, he's going to sit the fuck down. So he's going to sit the fuck down. I was never a violent person.
Can't tell, but go ahead.
I was never a violent person. I'm a violent person now.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because, like, when from a perspective, you're as a female, you're looking around, you're in front of him, and even if he is a little slimmer or whatever situation may be, at the end of the day, he's a man. He's stronger.
Yes.
So,
No.
Well, I mean,
I don't believe that.
That's, you know what I mean? Yeah. Until you get hit upside the fucking head, you wake up in the hospital somewhere. But I just really wanted to know what goes through the thought process, to where it's like, okay, is it black and it doesn't, you're not seeing a man in front of you or someone that can physically really put a mean hurting on you?
Listen.
Or you just react?
For years, I saw that man as being a bigger person than what he was.
Okay.
I saw something completely different in my mind as a domestic violence victim. Like, I saw him as being, like, somebody different. And then once I defended myself,
right,
that was when and only when I realized that he's not as big as I thought he was. And he's probably not even as strong as I am. So I had to get knocked upside my head and kicked and punched and thrown down steps and shit like that for a little while in order for me to finally decide to stand up for myself and,
So what was the breaking point? Like, I mean, in your situation, yes, you're reacting to something that was already done, but I just want to know, like, how did it feel? Like, that first hit back, was it a gratifying experience? Did you think back for a second, like, oh, what the fuck did I just do? Or it was just like, oh, hell yeah. You keep pounding.
You ever seen What's Love Got to Do with It? When Tina Turner finally decided she was going to fuck Ike Turner up?
Yeah.
It was a victory moment. It was one of those moments where I was just like, you know what? Now you know damn well what my hands can do. And it took me all these years to take all of these hits from you to be able to finally realize what my hands can do.
Okay.
So it was a moment of gratification for me.
All right, so how did it go from that to where now you were the, you were pretty much the aggressor?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm saying because, like, you've been taking it for so long, and you finally decided to kind of repay.
Yeah.
And it was like you may be trying to get back everything that you went through, or had to deal with.
You know what? To be honest with you, I really don't know. I didn't have it in me before to get mad at him and just come after him and start choking him and shit. Like, right. I'll do that now. I'll do it now. But I didn't have it in me to do it before. Okay. And I don't know if it's with every guy that I be this way with. So I don't want to look like, a bad person or anything. But I do believe that if a woman takes a certain amount of blows for a certain amount of years, after a while, she gets tired of it. And when she does come back to finally defend herself, it's going to be something epic. Like now, I can't even tell you when the last time was that he initiated swinging on me first. Like he might throw something at me, or whatever the case. But now I'm the one who's like, yo, where the fuck is the knife? Or I'm gonna fuck him up like right here,
Right.
type shit. And I don't like that it's at that point, but it's become to be that way,
Right.
because of all of the years of abuse that I took.
All right. So Prodigy wrote, "Men are stronger than women."
That's bullshit.
Hold on. Men are stronger than women.
That's bullshit.
No man shouldn't. I think she would put shouldn't hit back. What if she's the size of Jada Pinkett and he's the size of The Rock? You would really feel okay. Hold on, all right. You really feel it's okay to hit back. Disagree. Men should not hit back. Walk away. You done bumped your fucking head, woman. I was gonna get to it eventually, but I really just wanted to know from a woman's perspective of what actually goes through their head at that time, to where, like I said, at the end of the day, you're looking at someone who's stronger, bigger, or whatever the situation may be, that would make you forget all about that and decide you want to put hands. Now, Prodigy, just like you're saying from a man's perspective, a woman should know better and not put her hands on a man. Because I always say this, don't do nothing to me you don't want me to do to you.
Yeah.
And there's nothing either one of us could say or do that should make a person put hands. I don't care if you caught, because that happened to me, I don't care if you caught your girl in the bed with someone, you caught your man in the bed with someone. You say thank you to that person because they let you know who you actually have, and you keep it moving.
Now, I definitely see myself, if I ever walk into a situation where my man is in bed with somebody else, stabbing him in that bitch. They're both gonna die.
I feel you.
And I would much rather go spend the rest of my life in jail.
Tiff says she agrees with Prodigy.
Oh, she agrees with Prodigy.
It means she laid hands on a nigga before it walked away.
Yeah, right. They say that women with tattoos up in this area be beating men, and I got tattoos all up in that area. I guess that's sign for I beat men for all those fellas out there that.
Well, it's just like with the wife beaters. Like I remember the first time I actually went into like a real proper store, and I'm like, "You do have any wife beaters?" And there's, and I felt so sorry for the ladies, and eventually wound up finding. She was like, "Oh, tank tops." I said, "Oh my bad, we call them wife beaters." And she's looking at me like, "Okay, you beat your wife." You know what I mean?
It took me a while to find out what.
Most niggas who wear that beat their wives. Yeah.
You know what? And it's crazy because that's exactly what I got my daughter at home wrapped up in right now from her father, a wife beater. That's funny. So I wanted to read some of the comments that I had got.
Let's go.
Even though they older, you know what?
Hey, they
I
still
ain't forget
commenting,
about y'all.
and it, Goddess is showing you no matter how long, we're going to get to it. You still get your time to shine.
That's right. I've been busy, y'all. I'm sorry. All right. Shout out to D. James. She says, I don't want my son hitting a woman. However, if she hits him, I want him to shake the shit out of her.
That's worse. You could cause a fucking concussion. I always say a good body shot will help them leave you the fuck alone.
Oh, my God. I can't. Shake me. Some women like to be I like to be shaked.
Anyway, you ain't gonna like that body shot. I tell you right, you'll put your fucking hands on me ever again.
Shout out to Yancey Barton. He said no, but he needs to press charges and get a restraining order and all that shit. It will drive her crazy. Okay, look. If I'm messing with a dude and he calls the police on me and gets a restraining order, he's a fucking bitch. I'm not ever talking to him again.
Okay, hold on.
That is some
pause.
bitch shit.
Stop for a second.
Fuck that.
You would rather get hit upside your head?
Yes.
Okay.
Yo, listen. Let's shoot the fair one. Let's shoot the fucking fair one. If you want, let's shoot the fair one. If anything, you better not call no police on me if you a man. That's going all over Facebook. In fact, that's gonna be Grown Talk with God. It's next show topic. Men who call the police on women. Straight up. Shout out to Tony. He's not. I guess he's not here.
No, I don't see him here yet.
I couldn't text him to remind him because I got a new phone and I don't have his number anymore. I'm so sad. He said, the lesson that all people need to understand is if you hit somebody, don't be shocked or surprised if they hit you back. I'm sick of these chicks who think they can skate with hitting a dude because they're a female. Technically, you assaulted me first, but it's a whole problem when I knock your ass out. I'm not one who condones violence towards women by men, but at the end of the day, if you ain't trying to hug me, kiss me, or suck my dick, keep your fucking hands to yourself. It could all be so simple.
Fire.
Well, damn, Tony.
Tone put his hands on women before.
Yes, he's a woman beater. Woman beater. It's okay. And he's not here, so I can say what the fuck I want. Shout out to Prodigy. She answered. She said no. Why would he want to? He's not a man at all if he can't take a hit from a woman. What if he's really big and she's really little? How would it look if somebody the size of Dwayne Johnson hit someone the size of Jada Pinkett?
Okay, she just reposted. Okay, got it.
Yeah. If he's a real man, he's not going to hit a woman. He'll just walk away no matter what size she is. And she got laughed at a lot by a lot of people by that comment.
It is. It's called ultimate respect. I mean, it's not about size. Like, you have to understand how, disrespectful, male or female, that it actually is for you to actually put your hands on a person you claim you love in a hurtful way.
Right. It took me a lot of years to realize that what I was being told as a feeling of love
It wasn't love.
It wasn't love, because if it was, it wouldn't have felt like that. That's the reason why I don't take it lightly. If I'm with you and I ask you, you know what, why do you have these feelings of love for me, and you can't answer me, that just tells me everything I need to know. It can't be that you're hitting and beating somebody the hell up, putting them down, disrespecting them, cursing them out, not showing anything other than that gentle side of yourself to this person and tell them you love them. It's full straight bullshit. Shout out to Jose Reed. He said he'd say no, but if she spit in the face, the gloves are off. I had that as a show topic one time about spitting in the face. And we talked about how some of y'all nasty ass Puerto Rican men love to be spitting in bitches' mouths and shit. Y'all is nasty.
Here's the thing. If you would eat a motherfucker ass, then you think spitting is in someone's mouth is worse than someone licking an asshole?
Yes.
Okay.
Ew. You know how many germs are in spit?
How many germs is in the asshole?
Yo, if an asshole is just previously cleaned before it is licked, then it should not be an issue.
That's just like an individual. Okay, if you take a shower and you come out of the bathroom, how does your towel get dirty?
Ew.
Just think about it, because we always wash our towels. How is it dirty if we come out straight out the tub? Sorry, you don't do tubs. Come out the shower clean.
I do tubs.
Yeah, that's booty water. You're laying in your booty water.
I take a shower for like a good 30 minutes afterwards.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I give you that. But you
Thank
take
you.
a shower first, then marinate.
Yeah,
but
know.
it's just more lines. If you can, yeah, it's just nah.
Yeah.
But like I said, if you go in the shower, you're washing, you're scrubbing your body, you're supposed to be clean. How does your towel get dirty?
That's true. That's true. Shout out to Bruce Leroy Jones. He said, I don't condone hitting women, but anybody that puts their hands on someone needs to be prepared for hands to be put back on them.
Fire.
Straight up. Straight up. I like that answer from him. Anna Evans, shout out to her. She said, okay, I don't think anyone should hit anyone, but if a woman hits a man, you have to be prepared that he may hit you back. If he does, how are you going to be upset? And let me tell you something. I have seen a girl whoop a guy's ass straight boxing. Don't assume because she is a woman, she is weak. I don't think a man should hit a woman, but I am not going to be mad at him if he is defending himself. Like I said, if you do not want to get hit, don't hit. Simple. And I agree with her. I feel that.
I will say this. The hardest I've ever been punched in my life has been by a mother of my son. And she's skinnier than your daughter.
See?
Yeah.
See? Yeah.
This is your young lady who went to the park and did 20 pull-ups like it was nothing.
See?
Their family, the females, their family just naturally strong.
See?
So, but I refrained from hitting in the face and just gave her body shots. Last day she ever put her motherfucking hands on me. But it just like, I just can't say just because a person's big or small or whatever. So I've seen a lot of big dudes not have no fucking power behind their punches.
Yeah.
Just because you're big don't mean you're strong.
Exactly.
So, but it's just more lines of, again, like, I don't see how people allow themselves to get to the point to actually want to lay hands. I'd
Yeah.
rather walk off.
Yeah.
And this is like, I guess this is why, like, to this day, like, many people know me. You're in my circle. You know I don't argue. I ain't gonna argue with you. I'll say my piece, you say your piece, and they'll be done with it. That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Listen, I'm swinging. I'm fighting. I'll probably be the one to fight first. Hit first. Freddie O'Martinell, he said, equal rights deserve equal lefts. Just saying.
There you go.
You know what?
Nothing like a left hook.
James Harper, he said, depends on the situation and the power of that punch.
I mean, there's certain shit that nigga laugh at. It just like, you know, psst, get your ass.
Yo, I'm
Stop.
hitting the hurt.
But see, that's the thing.
I'm going to hit you goddamn right in your chin because I know that shit is going to fucking knock you out. It's going to hurt you. Mega Montega, he says he can do whatever he feels is necessary in a situation like that, regardless if it's a male or a female. We deserve every action. I'm sorry. We deserve to be treated equally. Every action has a reaction. Straight like that. Tyrone B. Reese, he said, throat punch depending on the severity of the initial contact.
Now you try to go to jail for manslaughter.
I'm not a punk, but if my lady make me see stars, there's a tiger upcut coming.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's certain places you hit them and you don't hit them. Because, like, I tell people, the worst pain to ever have is a rib pain.
I'm going for the jaw.
And the reason I'm saying because, like, a jaw heal. You know what I mean? You'll still be able to, like, do it, but a rib, you can't breathe. Ain't no medicine for ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing you could take for a rib problem.
I broke my rib roller skating one time. I know.
What? Ain't no
I know, I
bandage.
fell.
Ain't no medicine. You just gotta go through the pain. Like, if breathing hurt, that's gonna remind you never to put your fucking hands on me ever again.
That's it. Javon versus Chambers. He says, don't hit nobody if you don't want to get hit. Larry Schumacher. He says, I believe that if a woman hits a man, if she shows, it shows that she's lost all respect for that man. So.
Well, see, that's why I was asking that question. Like,
And that's exactly what I said. It's true. It is 100% true. If I can now all of a sudden out of nowhere be willing to hurt you the way I've been hurt all this time, I have the same amount of respect for you now that you had for me then.
so hold on, let me ask this question. All right, same woman, my son's mom's, stabbed me.
Mm-hmm.
Just missed my heart. And she said if she didn't do it, all right, the fact that she did it proves she loved me. I'm like, well, hate the fuck out of me.
Nah,
Don't you
yeah.
ever love me. But that's similar to what you said. You're saying the fact that I do, you're saying the fact that you did it is because you lost all respect.
Yeah.
And then most people say the reason that woman did it is because she did love you. If she didn't love you or care about you, she wouldn't have went to that extreme.
Man, fuck that shit. I see hatred. I see disgrace. I see disgust. Ain't no love there at all. You know, so therefore, because I have those feelings, it makes it a lot easier for me to now react the way I do. It makes it a lot easier. You get tired after a while, you
feel you.
know, and you start to lose all types of respect and shit. You don't care to see the person hurt. I was never like that before. Yo, you know, I'm gonna need a lot of fucking counselor. I need a counselor.
Well, I mean, that's, we had this discussion, and that's the greatest thing about, like, your show, because you've been upfront and honest with your own personal life.
Yeah.
But it's I tell people again, like, just because you two have both parents at home doesn't mean that the fact that you're growing up means that you're going to have a better overall life.
Right.
You grew up in a house with two non-loving people.
Right, I did.
So, like, again, you're trying to find love different ways and different forms because you never experienced it.
Oh my God! And you know what? Anyway, so and you're right. You're right. I signed a waiver. I can't. Can't talk about certain shit. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. But that's what I want more than anything else. And you're 100% correct. I have this vision in my mind of how I wish things were and how I want them to be. You know, it's just time and
I mean,
life
I
has
think it
proven
would
me to be wrong.
I would say this. I would say communication. Now, if two people can actually go down and write things down, I mean, and really, force each other to kind of communicate with each other.
Yeah.
Even if it's, all right, so no matter what it is, we have to sit down at the table, no phones, and talk for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or whatever. We're not allowed to go to sleep angry. We're going to talk it out. And I mean, we could agree to disagree, but I still need to know how you felt, what you were going through, and vice versa.
Right. Communication
Right.
is an issue with a lot of people, and the way they communicate. Sometimes people perceive things very wrong if you're trying to communicate in a certain way. I know for me, I better communicate when I have stuff written down, than when.
Well, I mean, again,
I'm
so
saying
the fact that you know it and you have to prepare for it, then
Yeah.
again, that's something that I would say, wonderful, great, I'm happy, because you already know what it is that you need to do
Right.
and how you need to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's all about you actually putting it together. Okay, well, if this is how I communicate, how do you communicate?
Right.
And then y'all come together, because everybody wants to be heard. And that's a lot of situations or issues people deal with, because they feel that they're not being heard, that you're not understanding where I'm coming from.
Yes.
But again, if you find, all right, so if you cook your meat this way,
Yeah.
and it comes out tough and tender, all right, well, how about you turn the flame down a little? I understand it take a little longer to cook or whatever the situation may be,
Right.
but just sit there and see exactly how you view things, how you view life, and once we truly understand each other, the communication will be like water, flow.
It's true. Not everybody understands that. And like, not everybody is as easy to talk to as the next person either. And I think that plays a big role, and which is the reason why I kind of wanted to talk about that whole couples counseling thing. But it plays a role.
I'll start posting stuff, and
Okay.
we'll get it out there and stuff like that.
Sometimes people don't know how to communicate with a person, or sometimes a person doesn't want communication. A person just wants to say what they want to say, and then they just want to leave it at that. They don't give a person an opportunity to kind of give their feedback back. And that shit is a fucking turnoff. It can't be communication if you're not willing to sit and listen to what someone else has to say. It's an argument at that point, because, you can't argue by yourself. And it takes two to be able to do that.
That's the thing, because we view it as an argument, and most people view disagreements as arguments. Mm-hmm. So my whole thing and take on the situation is from this, again. It's not about me being right. It's not about you being right. It's about me and you understanding how the other person views it.
Right.
Like, I was dating this super educated girl. Super educated. And I'm this street nigga who barely wanted to go to school at the time. And she used the word spat. And I fucking died laughing. I've never heard it before. And I felt like she stopped talking to me for a couple of days or whatever. And it took that for me to understand that, yes, we are from two different worlds.
Yeah.
But just like I want her not to make me feel stupid,
Right.
I can't fault her for her terms.
Right.
So instead of just saying, well, this means that, all right, so we're cool, and keeping it rolling, I decided to make fun of her, which is something I did not want her to do to me.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that's so deep. Couple of more comments on this violent stuff, and then we're going to get into another topic.
Let's go.
Where was it? Oh, yeah, Larry Schumacher. And he was the one who started to talk about how it would be like a lack of respect. He says, while she is being held in jail.
I just let Tone know you're live. He said, okay.
Okay. He should then move out and take all of his things and leave without a note. I won't keep on. Y'all know the rest, however. I say this. When she gets out of jail, by her seeing all his stuff and his whereabouts, and he's gone, I call this a lesson. Okay, first of all, if I'm with a nigga and he calls the police on me again, he's got a fucking vagina, and I'm not messing with him no more. That's it. If you don't want me calling the police on you, I damn sure I'm not taking it lightly that you a grown-ass fucking man calling the police on me.
Well, I just think a lot of men, what they do is, because, like, you could go on, like, YouTube and just, like Google it. I mean, not Google it, and put in like crazy exes or whatever, or crazy girlfriends, and the shit that these women be doing. Like this one chick shrink wrapped this nigga car to a tree.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was funny as shit. What up, Toad?
Yo, you know what, Tony?
She didn't fix it yet, and it's my fault, Tone, because I should have thought that I do have communication with you, but I didn't. I forgot that I didn't know that all of her accounts was off, so I hit you up late and let you know we were live. So my bad.
I had a whole conversation with Tony and told him I was doing my show this Saturday on the phone.
When?
You asked him when. You let him.
It wasn't today.
It wasn't today,
right,
but I don't
so-
have Tony's number because I got a new phone.
Yo, Tone, inbox me your telephone number and I'll forward it over to Goddess.
Yo, I'm mad at
So
him.
she'll have it in her new $6 trillion phone that takes eye scans and DNA.
Yeah.
But you know, what I mean, that's what I say again. Like you,
Oh my gosh. man.
most men are. It's not the fact that one that they don't want to hit; they just don't want to deal with it. And like I said, like I'm a big dude, and my son's mom's a small girl. You know what I mean? If I really would want to, put some damage, ain't nothing she could do. Because I'm stronger than her, and she brick strong.
Yo, listen. If I walk up to my man and I stab his ass,
He said he called you when you got your new phone.
No, he did not.
Y'all gonna have to argue that out.
He did not. I haven't spoken to him since I got this phone.
Well, see, Tone, she probably had 3 phones since then. You know how rich people do.
I'm not rich. I just got a little bit of money.
People in that field got like making like $1,300 an hour.
Yo, I can't wait. I'm scared to go back to work, but it's coming. Oh my God. All right. Anthony wins. He also said equal rights deserve equal lefts. Chad, he said no. My cousin Kelly Jones, shout out to him. He said, hell yeah, anybody can get it. So women need not to think she's allowed to hit a man because when she gets her ass beat, here comes the phone call 911 when men kick my door down and put me in handcuffs. You know what?
Real talk.
That's my cousin. He just came home from prison too. Shout out to him. H. John.
Welcome home, homie.
Yes, H. Johnson, he said, depending if he was looking or not, she may sneak up on him. My hands let loose, not my fault. Garrett Suber, he says, right, he has the obligation to. Erica Williams, she said, yes. Stacey Gonzalez, you hit, expect to get hit back. Corey Cobbs, never would be a man doing dumb shit like that. Take it like a man if you get hit.
Got your everlasting mind, homie.
Take it like a man. Don't call no...
Equal rights.
Don't call no police on me. I swear to God, I will crazy glue your dick to your leg.
My man say equal rights to equal lefts. There you
Yes.
go.
Equal rights deserve equal lefts.
Yo, it was this woman who was being beat by her husband, and she was took it for years, and she reached her boiling point. So he came in late, drunk one night. He commits to doing what he normally do, beat her ass, and she just went in the bathroom. She wiped her face. She waited till he fell asleep, and she was very good at sewing.
Mm-hmm.
And she stitched the sheets. And she's very good at it. And she waited till he woke up sober and beat him to death with a bat.
Yo, ain't nothing wrong with that. Shout out to her. Yo, I sit at home and I watch the ID channel all day. You can ask my kids. I know how to kill somebody and get away with it. For real. Like, don't get me to the boiling point. Especially if I have no respect for you. I don't give a fuck what happens to you. Straight like that. All right. Next topic. Next topic was a random topic. But I want to talk about it because
Let's go.
It's important. So women, and men, I need to know, how do y'all feel about sex while on your period? I have personal experience. I don't like it. It's not something that I enjoy doing.
You gotta break it down. You can't just tell us you don't like
Okay,
it. Like,
okay.
You gotta go.
Listen.
Yeah.
My one baby father, well, I'll say him by name, Henry, he never had an issue. I want some pussy. I'm on my period, so, so it was like one of those type of things. It's not anything that I would ever like know intentionally going into a situation that I'm bleeding down there and not say anything. But some men, it don't bother them. I've had my whole shit licked while I was bleeding. Some niggas is nasty. Niggas is nasty. Some girls like that that nasty shit.
Did you kiss the nigga after that?
No, but I will say this. As a nurse, I can tell you that when a woman does start to have sex, once she has her first orgasm, all bleeding stops. So that's important to know, I guess.
Nice.
There's also something called a Diva Cup that you can go out and buy, and you can insert it while you're on your period, and it completely masks, it collects everything in a cup. So it completely masks the fact that you have your period. The only issue with that is that you need to use lubricant because you got nothing coming from down there to kind of lube it up a little bit.
Rug burns on your dick. That's all I just think about.
You can also do anal. Nothing wrong with some good old anal, especially if she uses the tampon. The bleeding is going to stop anyway once she has her first orgasm, so you might as well, enjoy it, have fun.
Real talk.
There's other things you can do, oral, but it was brought up, so I said I wanted to talk about it. What do you think about it?
I've done it before. I had no problems running red lights. I just think people need to properly prepare
Not passing clocks
for
and shit,
having
right?
sex with a woman on her period. You just think about it. You would have to pretty much assume she's a squirter, even though she's not,
Ooh,
because there's going to be a
it's gonna be
mess.
messy. Yeah, I was about to say that's gonna be messy, man.
So it's not going to be like you need a couple of towels, and it's going to spill. It's going to go over. And here's the thing about having sex on the period. You're not going to be doing super multiple positions.
Why?
I tell you one or two, because if she does and she's flaring and she gets up, she's moving, the blood's running down her leg.
Ew.
Yeah, so I'm saying it's just like, it's not like something you really want to see.
Oh.
Blood running down her leg, and then like, okay, let me go back up in there and try to bust his nut. Just it's gonna be a major turnoff. So that's why I say, like, find a position and then stick to it.
Really?
Stick to the position. Do not try to do multiple positions,
See?
and do not let her ride you.
Yeah.
No reverse cowgirls
Yeah.
under any circumstances.
He said, dude, nah. Yo,
Yeah.
you're a fucking mess.
That's the
man.
last thing you want to see going up and down, making your dick disappear. Is blood. You don't. Again, I would say the position is doggy style. And also with her laying on her side and her legs up so you can't see down there or whatever. But you do not want to get all willy-nilly like you normally
Oh,
do.
my God. Yo, listen.
One leg up, one leg down. You don't want none of that, homie.
Yo, you're a damn mess. It's not. Listen, here's my thing. I don't think the position matters. Like I said, even if she's on top, once sex starts, and you've got that. I mean, listen. I don't know how long it'd be taking for y'all to have orgasms. But me, I'm like 2 pumps, and I'm already feeling,
Right.
So technically, you start bleeding and stop bleeding as soon as you get your first orgasm. It's the serotonin and
I think
the
every
uterus
female is
that-
different.
Okay.
I used to sleep with a young lady only on her period for specific reasons that I won't put on here
God damn.
because they watch this. All right, so
Yo. Oh my God.
and she's experienced orgasm, but she still bled. So I think
Really?
everyone's different maybe to a certain situation. I probably said I'd never done that, but I feel it would be a mess and unsanitary. No, I don't think so. And I mean, that's the thing. But if you can take the sight of the blood out of it altogether, and you just feel the warm wetness, you just think it's a vagina that's very wet. So you can convince yourself that it's just a wet vagina.
Nah. that
But
shit-
again, when
it
you
gets
start,
sticky. It gets
but I'm saying when you
sticky.
start doing extra positions, like I said, the shit running down her leg. She want to ride with you on top. She want to be on her feet, but because she moved, the blood's all her down her leg, down her knees, and she's on you, plopping. Now you got blood splatter all over the floor, all over the
Crime
dresser.
scene.
Yeah, it's just
Crime scene.
Do it to where you can do it. Oh, I would say this. If you're going to have sex with your girl on her period, do it in the shower.
Okay.
Best place to have that.
Mm-hmm.
Less cleanup. The only thing that's going to get dirty is the drain.
That's right. That's true. And oddly enough, I was never asked while I was on my period if I wanted to take a shower. It was just always just put a towel down and we'll deal with it tomorrow. But like I said, some people are nastier than others.
I mean, said when you, because here's the thing I tell people all the time, because it kills me how, like you said, like you got some people who don't like kissing, but you eat your girl's ass or your guy's ass. You know, you don't like, you know, you don't like certain things. It just, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Because I always say, like, your mouth is open all day long. You have all this pollen and everything else in the air. And if you can kiss a person, then there's nothing that you shouldn't be able to do to a person.
Can I say something?
Yes.
And I was thinking about this the other day. I'm a little embarrassed to admit this. I'm 38 years old. I have never used my tongue to kiss anyone.
That's the best thing.
Never used my tongue. I don't even know what it's like to do that. It's not my thing. It's not my thing.
I stopped kissing.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I stopped kissing about 20 years ago. You get
Yo, I'm about to kick. Yo, you know who's texting me? Yo, that's Tony texting me. Yeah, we are gonna fight.
Oh, see, so he had the number.
Exactly.
Okay.
He had my number. I didn't have his.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get a new phone number. Change my number is the same. It's just a different phone.
Oh, okay.
And when you switch from Android to iPhone, all your shit gone.
Oh, yeah.
If you didn't text me
they don't
yesterday,
communicate, yeah.
I didn't have your number either.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. No
So
problem.
and there was no way I could. I mean, besides Instagram, I figured if I needed to get you, I'd get you on
Yeah,
Instagram.
definitely.
But you know,
Yeah,
there
but
was
like
no
I
way.
said, is it I will say this.
What's
I mean, again, it's to each his own. But again, all the other things that we do to each other, and you're gonna put a limit there.
What bleeding while?
Yeah.
I told you I didn't have my shit completely licked, ass
Please
and
stop.
everything while I was bleeding.
Stop.
I swear to God, I'm dead serious. Some men are a little nastier than others, you know, and shit just don't bother them. And I'm not the only person that I know that has been like that, completely sexually active while they were on their period. Okay, Tony. He said he called me on May 7th.
May 7th. Go ahead, Tone. Get it up. So, just to put it out here now, because you normally got us to be prepared, but this is, no, I'm saying this is something we just really pretty much went over yesterday.
Yeah.
So, it says, what are the benefits, a few benefits and upsides to having sex on your period? So, it says it relieves cramps, and Goddess is right, shorter periods.
See?
It says having sex may make your period shorter.
See?
Muscle contractions during an orgasm push out the, so right there. See, this is why y'all gotta keep doing it.
Yeah.
Increased sex drive,
Yeah.
natural lubricant,
Yeah.
and fellas, I got you. You know, truth be hooking y'all up.
No.
The next time your girl tell you she got a motherfucking headache, she had a period, it says right here, fellas, that it relieves headaches.
Yes, it does.
It relieves headaches. And this is from healthline.com. So if she said no, make sure you go to healthline.com and say, bitch, stop playing with me.
Like it says it right here. We could be fucking while you bleeding. It's okay. Some men are like girls. They're very meticulous.
So here are some of the 180s of having sex on your period. What are the side effects or the downside of having sex while you are on your period? One, you cannot get pregnant, fellas, if you don't want nothing in her. And how to get pregnant, this is the best way to do it. You do need to use protection. So for those people who be like, well, she's bleeding, I don't have to use protection. Yes, the fuck you still do. Okay? So those are the two, but it goes on to say, these are some tips of having sex while you are on your period. Be open and honest with your partner. I'm not going to read word for word, people, sorry. It goes on to say if you have a tampon in, remove it before. Duh.
That happened to somebody I know. They fucked while they had a tampon up there, and it was up there for like days, and she couldn't get it out because it was too far up. So she had to go to the GYN, and they had to put the speculum in there and pull that out after a couple of days.
I wouldn't speak to her ever again. Now, we talked about this. It
She wanted
said
that dick.
it didn't say just spread a towel. Spread a dark towel.
Yeah, yeah.
The last thing you want to do is have a white towel there, and you see a crime scene. You just don't want to see that. Now, this is I guess for you, for those individuals out there who do want to have sex on your period, and you still want to do the multiple positions. Here's how you do it: you keep a washcloth or wet wipes.
Mm-hmm.
That way you could constantly wipe, but then the problem with that is you still see the blood, fellas. The whole process of this is not to see the blood.
Make her orgasm. She'll stop bleeding. I'm telling you. Said it.
So it also goes on to say, I forgot what what are the female condoms called?
I don't know. I don't even use male condoms.
All right, we know that. So there are female condoms out there. So you let her do that because it goes inside of her, so you'll never see the blood.
Oh, okay.
But depending if she's a heavy flower, fellas, if you ever in the
fuck
supermarket,
does that work?
if you ever in the supermarket with your girl, and she's in that aisle, or you're in this, all right, pull like here's a bit. If you don't like going shopping with your girl, but she always wants you to, catch her in a Walgreens, a Rite Aid, or whatever, grab the tampons and be like, babe, you said the heavy flows, right? That she'll never ever want you to go to the store with her ever again, because she will always be remembered in that store as a girl who bleeds heavy. All right, so
I bleed heavy. I need the super plus tampons.
all right, so it
Put it out
also
there.
goes on here to say that be careful with the sexual positions that you do use.
I can't understand why it shouldn't be. I mean, like, I recall being on my period and having my shit licked, and I was on top. And I was riding face.
That is like, listen, and I'm outrageous, and I'm out there. I like rusty trombones, and I like eating girls' ass out with ice cream and shit. So, but to have that, come on, homie. I guarantee you he was West Indian or something. No, sir.
Yo, West Indians don't even be eating pussy like that.
Yeah,
Jamaicans and them West Indians.
Yeah, all right.
I've never even been.
That's
with a
like
West Indian guy.
that's like
probably
that
what I
voodoo
need.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know.
With your blood and stuff, you gotta be careful with shit like that.
Lord, nah, he wasn't West Indian. He was black, straight black man. Oh my gosh! All right, so that's our opinion on sex while you're on your period.
Exactly.
I think as long as you got a partner that's down with it and he can make you feel comfortable about doing it, I don't mind it. It's just not something that I'm initiating. Like,
Well,
I'll let you know I got my period. I'm not, if he says okay, it's all right, cool. Is it light? Is it? Then okay, maybe we can fuck with something. But if I know I'm like fucking first, second day passing clots and all that other shit, I'm not even thinking about entertaining no bullshit like that. We're not putting down no towel. We're not messing up nobody's sheets.
I like
You
it
can
from the
wait.
standpoint that you have a woman who understands that just because she's on her period doesn't mean that she doesn't have to satisfy her man. Your man still has needs.
I will suck your dick.
Well,
We don't have to do-
nothing wrong. But here's the thing. Like what women have to understand. Sometimes we're not in the mood for have a dick suck.
Yo,
We want to hear.
yeah, I want to know what man that
You know what I'm
was.
saying? So no, I mean
Yeah.
it's. I'm not saying men don't like to have their dick sucked, but I'm saying when a nigga want to pound that ass out, the last thing he want to do is see your face on his dick.
Okay.
He want them legs up. He want that back
I'm
shot.
still learning about men. I still really have no
He
idea.
wants to blast. He wants you to try to run. Come here. Where you going? He wants to see if you're gonna put that hand up to stop you, slap it, get the fuck off of me.
I can't with you.
You know what I mean?
All right, and just one more topic before we end for the day. 'Cause
Let's
I
go.
had a couple of things I wanted to do. Tattoos. We've all been with somebody Been with them a couple of years. Been with them a couple of days, weeks, whatever it is. We love them, so we go out and we make a dumbass mistake, or we go out and we try to prove ourselves and our loves, for this person, and we get their name put on them. How do you go into? Oh, okay, and then things don't work out. How do you go into your next relationship with your nigga name tattooed on you? This right here is perfect for me. I'm gonna tell you why.
Let's go.
First man's name I ever got tattooed on my wrist is my baby father named Henry. Right here. Okay? I did it the second year that the Giants went to the Super Bowl. I don't remember what year it was, but we were in the midst of having our kids, and we were together. Everything was okay. Oh shit! He had one of his friends at the house. Oh, Carol went and got your name tattooed. It was dope. Shit ain't work. When I met him, he had some other chick name tattooed on his wrist. Never ever put my name there. Never or anywhere. But I used to tell him all the time, like, yo, it's bad enough you cheating on me with this bitch. Now I gotta see her name tattooed across your wrist all the time. Something gotta give. Either you're gonna get the shit covered up, or we can't fuck with each other like that no more. 11 years later, that shit's still there. I see it every time he comes see the kids or whatever. There's nothing I could do about it. But here's what I did. I went out and found another Henry, which is the father of my other kids. His real name is Henry. So, yes, I have Henry tattooed on my arm.
You gotta put times 2 though.
It went from being the one baby daddy to now the other one. And I got his middle name put here, which is Delaney. So I got his whole name on my damn arm. But on my body. But the question is, how do you go into another relationship with it? Or how do you feel about seeing it?
I would say this. I've had a lot of sex partners, but I've only had a handful of relationships. And I can say Michelle was the only woman that I actually put on my body.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't have a problem with the female that did that. The only issue it would run into if you have 500 names on your body. You know what I mean? I mean, you're a little too out there for me. But nah, what people have to understand when you're in a committed relationship and you truly care for someone, you want to show your commitment. And if unfortunately it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I think the person would have to understand that you're dealing with. But I do know there are some women that do what you do. They purposely find the name of the person that they used to deal with, that they're dealing with now, to prevent the issues and problems from that happening.
I got lucky.
But for me, like me personally, like everything I love or ever loved is on my left arm.
Okay.
And I wanted a different on my right arm, but shout out to that nigga who took my money and never did my tattoo. But that's just so like at there's always a point in time if you did it and you truly cared about the person, no problem. But if it's just someone you hooked up with, that's the ones I would have a problem with. If you were in a true committed relationship, couple of years, then I'm all for it. But if y'all dated for 3 or 4 months, now I'm looking at you sideways.
Okay, look. You said that by tattooing the name on somebody, it shows the other person commitment.
Well, I'm gonna say there are other ways that people show commitment. Like you have some people. I remember it was on Facebook or something that a person said they would rather have a tattoo on their ring finger.
Yeah, I saw that.
Than a piece of jewelry.
To be honest
with you. So what happens if you get a divorce?
Listen. Okay, look. I was engaged at one point, briefly, and Steve and I got rings put on each other's fingers. However, it was a tattoo. I had to have it removed. I can see it still because I know it was there.
Well, you know it was there.
But I had it removed.
Why?
I would much rather get a tattoo of a ring than an actual ring on my finger.
I mean,
that to me shows more commitment.
Well, marriage is supposed to be forever. So I would look at the whole. I would look at that as a more of a commitment than her to have tattooing on her pelvic, her butt, her breasts. But to have my name tattooed around her finger.
Put it like this. getting the tattoo does not make them feel more commitment or secure.
Well, I ain't
They're
saying
still gonna
that.
fuck with you regardless.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, we're talking about true relationships, but not. All right, I need somebody for the time being. I need somebody for right now, whatever
Shots
situation
fired.
may be.
Yeah.
Me. So Prodigy says get another tattoo on top of it with his or her name. Go through the pain to have it removed.
It hurts.
I
It
would say
hurts,
this.
and it costs a lot of money.
I would say you would never remove something that you claimed you loved at that time. And I don't think any person who comes into a new relationship, if you're already looking at that other person's tattoo and feeling some type of way, the relationship is over already.
Now, fuck that. Yo, listen. It's one thing to get with somebody and they got a whole nother bitch name tattooed on them. But then to get with somebody, they got a whole nother bitch name tattooed on them. And then for fucking 5 years in your relationship, they cheating with that same bitch. That's a problem.
Well, Tone he said, well, maybe if we're married for 5 years at least, that'll be okay. He would consider it.
I wasn't married to any of my baby daddies.
No, I understand that, but it's just like, to me, I think if you're committing to if you're committing to someone, again, it's supposed to be forever. You took the time and the dedication to get to know this person, to make sure that through thick and thin, this person will be there for you. Not just the fact that, yo, that ass is so crazy, or yo, this nigga hit a spot that ain't never been hit before. You know, get past the physical is what I'm saying. Once you get past the physical, you get into the mental, and you're looking at actual, genuine love. But yeah, you just can't get mad at someone that got a tattoo for someone that they legitimately cared about. And that's the thing I'm talking about. If that was someone that you truly, truly love, I can't get mad.
Yo, listen. If you truly, truly love that person, why the fuck you ain't give them your kids and be stalking them now to this day?
Because you allowed it. We had this conversation many times. Many times.
Go stalk that bitch. You got her name tattooed on you.
Right.
Go be with her. Straight
Well, I
up.
mean, there's certain things that people allow.
They don't even
and
got a kid with her.
That's the point.
Yo, you know what?
That's the point.
I ain't even getting
That's his
upset.
escape. But yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. You have some people that would have a problem. I would just tell women this. There is one place you should never, ever, well, a couple places, never, ever, under any circumstances, have a dude that you've dealt with name put. And that's on your lower back
No, yeah.
and anywhere around your vagina.
Oh, no.
On top of it, on the side of it.
Listen, I did neutral places. I did the wrist. And I put Delaney's name at the top of my heart. Purposely. That's it. You know, if I could have done it differently, because I wanted something that everybody would see and it would stand out, and now knowing that the effect of that hasn't changed his mentality
Of
at
course
all,
not.
you know, it makes me feel like I would have put that shit on my leg someplace, or maybe at the bottom of my foot.
Well, again, like I said, you know, the person that showed you things even before you did the tattoo, and you still went and got the tattoo. So, you know, we're talking about, you know, situations where a person has already proved themselves to be that person that you truly want to be with, you truly want to love, you truly want to care about. But I think, because I used to fuck with this Puerto Rican chick, and she had a nigga's initials on her tramp stamp, and she wondered why I never wanted to do doggy style.
See, I got my kids' names on my tramp stamp.
Hope y'all enjoyed the show this evening. What in the fuck? What made you do that
Word, I do. I got my kids' names on my tramp stamp.
shit? Okay, first of all, you got 20 kids, so that's a lot of fucking names. A lot of fucking names.
Well, give you something to read, like.
Nah, but like from a
You know
dude perspective, it's like, how many niggas been back here? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's just like you gotta look at it from
I
standpoint
don't
like,
think anybody has ever paid attention to it. I forget I have a tattoo.
because
back there
it's like
sometimes.
from a dude perspective, go back there like, damn, she let some chicks strap her. Oh shit.
Nah, but it's
You know
a
what I'm
whole,
saying?
listen, it's a whole theme. I got like 2 angels and they're holding hearts, and I got, you know, the kids' names in the middle. It's cute.
I don't
It's
care how you try to clean that shit up.
I don't listen. Nobody has ever asked me about it. And then on top of that, I got Anthony's name on my right shoulder. So a nigga got plenty of names to read all over my back.
And that's what I'm saying. They back there like, damn, nigga.
plenty of entertainment going on back there. Never a dull moment with me. All right,
Bitch
guys.
tried to tell me, oh, it's my brother's name. I looked at that bitch, please.
Tell them straight up and down. You know why? Because if you get involved, you're going to hear the name every once in a while. But on top of everything else, my son's middle name, Cairo's middle name is Delaney.
Okay.
So I can cover that shit up. That's my son's middle name. I got all of my other kids' names
Yeah, I ain't
tattooed
gonna
on
let
me.
that. I'll correct him in a heartbeat. I'll tell you right now, I'll be truthful. Just don't tell that lie around me, boy.
That's my son's middle name, straight up.
Don't tell that lie
That's
around
what
me.
I call my son.
It's gonna get out.
And so about the whole thing with the tattoos, as you said,
Again, like I said, people, if it's someone you generally cared about, not every relationship works out. But again, if it's someone you actually gave a fuck about, you put that time and effort in, no one can get mad at you for having someone else's name. That's just like a man getting mad at you for that. Because here's what you understand. Every person you had sex with stays with you. Essence of that person stays with you. So every time a person has sex with you, they're having sex with everybody that chick has had.
I don't even want to
or
fucking
guy
think about that shit.
has had sex with. It's just the truth.
That's just so.
So you can't get married or busting her ass, but they get mad that she got 400 niggas' names on her body.
Yo, you know what?
Because you just fucked 5,000 people.
Please don't listen to Truth's
Man, listen, if you fucked any
theory
chick,
on that.
if you fuck any chick after me, nigga,
you're not gonna want to have sex.
that count.
You.
Nigga, my number's in damn near 500s, nigga. And every chick that I fucked on top that the people they fucked. So if everybody I fucked 500, and you multiply that 500, man, y'all done fucked about 1 million people.
Yo, I hate you, man. Yo,
Fucking with me.
Oh,
A mil strong, baby.
damn mess. A
The
damn
fucking
mess.
truth.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, y'all. We got truth5tv.com. You can go on and you can ask questions.
What I will do is I will start doing screenshots.
Okay.
And shout out to Elle because she came through the studio today.
Oh, hey.
And she put it in a topic for one of topics or whatever for next week because Goddesses is going through withdrawal right now as far as social media. We'll concentrate on Instagram, but I'll also myself, if you post on Instagram, I'll screenshot it, put it,
All right.
and you can give me some specific names of people you want me to tag,
Okay.
and I'll do that. And we'll do it as best as possible, but it's not like I can tag your page because no one still won't be able to see it.
No.
So we'll find a different way. But the great thing about this is it'll make you concentrate on your Instagram page, which you ignore.
No, you can tag my page. I just can't comment on
No,
it.
so other people can see it.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you then. We
Yeah.
good. Just so
everybody can see everything. I just can't comment
what
on it. I
Elle
like it.
realized today is, again, if you have any topics you would want to discuss, you go to www.truevivetv.com. You scroll all the way down to the bottom. On the left-hand corner, you will enter your email. That's the top line. The second line, you pick the show that you want to comment or put a topic on. You can even comment on it. And then you enter the comment you want, and then you send it. I get an email, and I go through, and Prodigy said your cup is empty, so I don't know why you keep sipping space.
It's not empty.
Yes, it is. But you'll be able to see it, and we'll get it. And again, I forward it on. And, hey, again, if you don't want your name mentioned, make sure you put that. As someone who do not want to have their name mentioned with something that's going on, because a lot of times we're going through problems, and it's good to see someone else discuss it.
Yeah.
So if you don't want your name to be mentioned, please put that. Otherwise, it will be. Disclaimer, let you know now. But I'll start taking screenshots. I'll start putting more emphases in a lot of different things. So, yeah, just hit us up, y'all.
Yeah, y'all. Shut up and down. And again, if you want to be anonymous, I do anonymous too. I'm open and honest, and I get laughed at all the time for being that way. But at the end of the day, that's just me.
Her comment was, "Is that cup empty yet?" She kept refilling it.
Oh, no. No, it's not. Thank you, Tony. No, it's not empty. I've refilled it a couple of times.
Yeah, that's
You
what I
guys
was about to say.
Yeah, you guys just haven't seen it yet.
There's some good water going on in here.
I needed this.
There's
Now
nothing
I
wrong.
gotta figure out how I'm gonna drive home drunk to my kids, but I needed this.
Ain't nothing wrong
Trust
with
me.
that.
Trust me. Yo, guys, you're out there. Don't forget to practice your social distancing. Be safe. I'm getting ready to go back into the battlefields in a couple of weeks. I don't want to hear about or see any of y'all, not doing well. It's been one of the hardest things that I've had to do, especially because, I went from having a baby to being pregnant 3 months after my baby was born to going through a whole pregnancy again and not being able to get outside and do much of anything. So, on top of being stuck in the house now with the kids, I'm looking at it, and it's very stressful. I'm looking at it as at the end of the day, they're staying safe and they're being safe. So please make sure, and this is coming from Nurse Me, to make sure you keep your hands clean, keep your hands out of your face, wear your face mask, and practice social distancing. Just be safe, and we'll all be together soon one day, hopefully. Some of us without a significant other. I feel
Man, I
sorry.
tell you, boy.
I feel sorry for the people that are locked up or
By
locked
themselves?
down. No, not by themselves. Fuck that. Delaney's sitting over there by himself. Oh, try being in a house with all these motherfucking kids and then complain, okay?
That's a wonderful thing.
No, yeah, I'd much rather be by myself in a heartbeat. Especially because, it's not an official by yourself if you got niggas coming up playing cards and drinking and all that other shit. You're not by yourself. I can't do that. I got mad kids and I got to
Yeah,
cook.
you said it
cooking.
right, mad kids.
That's really the term of being stressed the fuck out. Not sitting someplace by yourself where you can call pussy to come over and see you at any point in time, which I'm sure a lot of niggas is out here doing.
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't see how any man could start a relationship or woman could start a brand new relationship right now.
You're bugging. My baby father got some chick messages and all this other stuff. I don't know if you seen my post on Facebook. He was on Twitter trying to buy pussy. Niggas is out here really doing it. It's okay. And I'm not talking about Delaney. Niggas is
I know
out here
you're talking
doing it. It's okay. Some women they really have those standards that are like low to the ground to the point where that $40 means more to them than a coronavirus stick. It's happening. I've seen it. It happens.
Hey, when you're jonesing for weed, you're jonesing for weed.
I guess so.
Either that, you have a nigga fix you a pork chop sandwich and let him hit it from the back.
I missed you guys so very much. I really, really, truly did, and I appreciate everybody who logged on today to check me out and had questions communicated with me in the topic. I know Delaney said he was watching it for a little while. I was getting text messages. Tony, thanks. I guess it's better late than never that you showed up. Actually,
Shots fired.
went an extra 20 minutes into the show
Shots
just so that
fired.
you can see me a little 20 minutes longer, so you can see, that I came back and I'm better than ever. In fact, if I could just stand up real quick, I want to show everybody what I'm looking like now after having the baby. I did pretty good real quick, so. And I've never stood up and showed off the figure during the show, so I'm proud. I'm proud. We see you guys next week.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm less than 200 pounds for the first time in a long time, and I'm really happy for that.
Keep
and
it
I'm
up.
not doing shit but breastfeeding and drinking. So I'm just kidding. I'm being healthy. I'll see you guys next week. Next week we're gonna discuss, should a couple check out couples counseling before they get married, which I think is probably one of the best ideas. But we'll get into it a little further next week. And
You write it down. You can you get on your page or not?
Yeah, I can get on it. I can see everything.
No,
everybody posts.
write it like you would normally write it. Screenshot it, send it to me. I'll post it and tag you in it, and that way we'll do it that way. And that way everybody will be able to comment.
Mm-hmm. That works for me. But we'll talk a little bit more about that. And there was something else I wanted to
Look
discuss.
forward to more. That's it.
Yeah. Look forward to more. We're getting ready to come out of like this lockdown, so I
Yeah,
wanted
right.
to know what a lot of people are feeling about
No,
their
the fuck it
significant other while they've been in quarantine.
No, the fuck is not. My favorite has been. My favorite is. All right. First thing first. This is going to go into August, people. So don't think.
No.
Yes, it's going
Yo,
into
my
August.
birthday's August 30th. This shit gotta be cleared
Mine
up by
is
then.
June 17th. We're going to be in quarantine for my born day. But I will say this. Oh, yeah. So this old couple got on Facebook, and they started their own individual thing, and then they both had bandages, black eyes, and there's like, hey, kids, we're fine. We're getting along. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like if you're forced to be around, you know. So.
Yeah, I'd like to speak.
But what I like about the situation is it will force people to get to know each other. For those who didn't want to.
That ain't true.
Oh shit.
That ain't true.
Shit.
That ain't true.
You in a house? You've been in a house 10,000 hours, nigga. You gonna start a conversation on something?
Listen, if this nigga.
Bitch, what's your favorite color? Shit, cause this motherfucker.
Yeah. Are you talking about people that are in the house together?
Yeah, I'm talking about people that are in the house together.
Okay.
You're forced to communicate on some type of level.
I think, you know what? That's what I want to talk about with people. Like, what is the biggest thing you've learned throughout this whole experience?
Yeah, put that down. Put that down.
You know, I'd like to know about that. I've learned a lot about this experience just up until an hour ago before I came here. You know, I'm still learning, you know, a little bit more every day about everything being stuck in the house, the situations, how people are handling it. There are going to be a lot of people that need a lot of mental help after this, between being broke and not being able to support the kids and everything else.
People, anybody crying broke right now is the dumbest motherfuckers on the face of this earth. Because at the point, at the start of this, they approved everybody for those who needed assistance. Everyone got approved. No one got denied. No one got canceled. For those individuals who had jobs, even if it was at McDonald's, you were able to file unemployment.
Yep.
You got 45% of what you would normally get from McDonald's,
Yep.
and you got a whopping $600 on top of that every single week.
It's been hard because I applied for the $600 for Alicia, and she still hasn't gotten anything yet.
No. We'll talk.
Okay. System has been really bad for
No.
her.
We'll talk.
Okay. All right. But thank you guys so much for tuning into this week's edition of Grown Talk with Goddess. I missed you guys so much. I'm back. We're doing this every week, every Saturday from 7 to 8. Click for notifications to subscribe. Truth5TV.com to leave any type of question or comment you may have. You can also email me, growntalkwithgoddess@yahoo.com. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.